Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with one of America's great heroes. If you remember Benghazi 13, if you haven't seen the movie, I suggest you do so. So I'd like to introduce you to Tonto Paronto. Thank you so much for coming to Naples.
No, thanks for having me. It's always good to be. It is, isn't it? It's the sun, and it reinvigorates me coming down here.
What makes you do what you do after you've gotten out of Benghazi? Why are you on the trail?
I'll be honest, the trail found me. I didn't even know this was, speaking was something you could do. And I don't want to say for a living, but it's something that you can continually do. The people out there asked me to speak, and it just has gotten bigger and bigger, and I just continue. I didn't know I'd be continuing to do this for, how many, 4 years now, and it just, again, it's one of those things where it's not my plan. It was somebody else's plan, and of course with my cross, I say it's God's plan. So that's where I'm at right now. That's why I'm doing it.
I don't know if you know, but we have 30 homeschool children that are coming today, and they are studying Benghazi. They're worried about cuss words. I said, don't worry, he won't do that. I said he has kids. Yeah. But how do you reach out to children like this too, and students, to explain to them?
I do. I try to. The problem is that, and I've offered, is the nature in today's society and the political correctness and some of the views. And I'm being honest, I'm not being political at this stance, but some of the liberal views, I'm not allowed. They don't want me in their colleges. They don't want me in their high schools. The high schools I've spoken to and the elementary schools I've spoken to, they are generally private schools, and they're generally private Christian schools. Hey, that's what it is for right. Yeah, and that being said, I've never turned away and said, no, I'm not going to speak at a public school. I'm not going to speak to a younger crowd that's not in a Christian setting. It's just, it always ends up that way. And I will speak to whoever wants to listen. It's just the majority of people that want to hear the story about Benghazi or want to hear about leadership or courage or sacrifice or faith are generally the private Christian schools and or the youth that are homeschooled. People can deduce whatever they want from that. I'm just telling you how it's been the last 3 years.
That's the way it is. You were talking earlier about being on television,
yes,
seeing and so forth. Just quickly tell us.
Yeah, I do media. I don't do it as much anymore. It's a little self-draining. I have created some good friends on the media. I've created some enemies. But for the most part, we were talking about this. I used to go on CNN every once in a while, and I'll call them out in particular. They would twist what I would say, or they would put a headline out of basically being on the show, and they put a headline out the next day, and it wouldn't be what I actually said. It would be sort of slanted. It is the truth that things are being slanted on that network, and I don't go on them anymore.
Okay, well, they're giving me the wrap-up because everybody's in there wanting to have pictures with you. So thank you so much, and we'll talk to you more later.
Thank you, folks.